and today I'm going to teach you the correct running form for running uphill and downhill. And the running form for everyone looks different because it's based on your strength, flexibility, and also your build and your muscular build and everything. So I'm going to go over the key points of just basic running form, and the first thing you have to remember is take short, quick strides. And this is important because you won't get tired as fast, and also because you'll just keep your running form and you won't be taking long strides. The next thing is to push up and out when you're running. So instead of like hunching back and just shuffling, you're supposed to push up and out and kind of like springing, but it's more of a fluid form when you're actually running. The next thing is to keep your hips above your feet and also your knees above your feet. So you don't want to be like outstretching, and you also don't want to be like overarching over your feet. So that comes into play when you keep your chest and your head up. So when you're running, keep your chest and your head up and projected out, and then your feet will follow with you. And the last thing is to keep your elbows bent at 90 degrees, but that does vary for everyone. Some people like to keep their arms closer to them or out because it is more comfortable, but the recommended way to have your elbows is 90 degrees closer to you, and also swing opposite leg, opposite arm. And to keep your hands loose, some people like clench them and they keep their fists really tight, and by the end of their run their knuckles are all white and everything. But you want to make sure to keep like a potato chip between your thumb and your pointer fingers, and that will keep your hands loose as you're running. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about how to properly run uphill. And a lot of people hate running uphill because it slows you down and it's also harder on you, but I'm going to teach you how to make it easier. So the first thing you have to remember is to look ahead. When people are running uphill, they like to look down at their feet, and that really does slow you down. So if you look straight ahead at something, whatever is at the top of the hill, just keep your eye on it and it will actually make it go a lot faster. And that also comes into play when you have to keep your chest and your head up, and I'm going to keep saying that because it's very important. So make sure that you're looking up. And you also have to take the short steps like I said, and also remember to push up and out. You don't want to be like shuffling up a hill. And now I'm going to show you how to. So when you're running up a hill, can you hear me? Woo. Okay. And another tip for running uphill, make sure that you keep your shoulders back and relaxed, and also do not hunch. Remember to keep a straight form. Don't hunch over like this. Or like this. Okay. So this is going to be from a different angle running uphill. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about downhill running, and a lot of people like downhill running a lot better because this is when you catch up speed and you don't really have to do as much work. But you also have to think about it when you're running downhill because it does take some control over your body and you don't want to be falling down the hill. So for this again, you want to make sure that your hips and your knees are staying above your feet. You don't want to be rolling down the hill, and you also don't want to be stretching out like this. Remember to keep your whole body straight, head and chest up. And now I'm going to show you how to run downhill. I'm going to be showing you downhill running again. And another thing to remember is to step softly and stay in control. A lot of people kind of lose their running form when they're running downhill. So step softly. If you actually hear yourself running and stomping, that's not necessarily good. You want to be stepping softly, not really hearing your feet hit the ground. So now I'm going to be showing you running downhill. Thank you for watching my video about uphill and downhill running, and after this, hopefully you can master hill running.